What's up, everybody? We're back with another season of Tune Dig.
Feels so good to say that. Needless to say, we are more excited than ever to be back with you all, digging into the joy of music. You know, it's hard not to feel like the past 2 years have rewired us all on some level. Like, who are we now? What even matters? All we know is that things can't be the same as they were before, and lots of things that used to matter just don't now. But if anything, music has only become more valuable and necessary in that time. I know that's true for Cliff and me, and if you're listening to this, then you've probably found that to be true as well. It's a lifeline to finding ourselves again, to seeing beauty in a world wrought with ugliness, and more importantly, connecting to the people, places, and things in the world around us, whether they're new to us or already near and dear.
So season 6 of Tune Dig definitely reflects our belief in that reality.
Accordingly, the lineup we curated is easily our most diverse in every way.
And we hope that you take this chance to immerse yourself in these records with us as we go along. You'll probably find yourself in a few places you didn't expect, and hopefully you'll get a few laughs along the way. So here's the lineup.
We're kicking things off by trying to raise our vibrations on purpose. And hopefully you're Sue, talking about Erykah Badu's Mama's Gun. If you enjoyed our episode on D'Angelo's Voodoo, we are more than confident you'll enjoy jumping back in, talking Soulquarians and Electric Lady with this one.
And after this episode, we're pretty willing to bet you'll wind up with Mama's Gun on repeat especially if you've never spent a lot of time with it before, because it's really awesome. After that is another emotional exercise in a different way. Me Without You's Catch for Us the Foxes. So you're either in a tiny and fortunate group of people who are pretty wildly stoked that someone is covering more Me Without You in a podcast episode, or you may not know at all what we're talking about when we talk about Me Without You. And either way, this album is a super personal one for us, and we really want to share with you, and we think you might be able to make a connection with it if you don't already have one. After that, I get another opportunity to talk about one of my personal favorite records, and we're going to talk about Swedish space-time continuum benders Meshuggah and their 2008 masterclass, Absinn.
Now, if you're pretty sure you don't like heavy music, we cannot ask you emphatically enough to give this episode a chance. We're hoping to crack open a door in a lot of people's brains with this one, like Meshuggah has done with ours over the years. Next is an artist we didn't know that much about before this season, but I know we're both so glad we've gotten to know his music and his revolutionary legacy. He was bigger than the Beatles in Africa, and for a long time, a weirdly well-kept secret everywhere else, for reasons that only became obvious once we got to know him. Yes, we're talking about Fela Anikulapo Kuti, a.k.a. He Who Carries Death in His Pouch, Who No Mortal Can Ever Kill. Dare you to find a better nickname than that. And by way of an entry point, we've opted to cover 1975's expensive shit. And if we're the reason even one person gets deep into Fela, honestly, we've achieved everything we could have ever dreamed for this podcast. After that, hey, we may be old, but by God, we ain't quite dead yet, no matter how much we feel it. So we're keen to see what all the youths are getting on about as we check out Olivia Rodrigo's Sour. Our early bet is that the kids are all right.
I'm so insecure, I think that I'll die before I drink. And I'm so caught up in the news of who likes me and who hates you. And I'm so tired that I might quit my job, start a new life. And they'd all be so disappointed, cause who am I if not exploited? And I'm so sick of 17, where's my fucking teenage dream?
Now, next one you may have heard about in Black Mirror's Bandersnatch, or maybe you're not a nihilist, but either way, we're going to go really deep with cosmic music pioneers Tangerine Dream and their seminal 74 electronic work, Phaedra. After that is Heart's Little Queen. And I'm sure we'll spend a lot of the episode mounting a case for why the Mighty Wilson sisters deserve much higher pedestals on pretty much every list, rock and roll or otherwise. But either way, we're going to talk a lot about guitar too, because that's kind of the hidden secret.
Then for the jazz fans, the jazz curious, and the spiritual searchers, season 6 penultimate episode on Alice Coltrane's journey into Satchidananda will no doubt be a swim down the river of transcendence. So bring your third eye for that one.
And also, you'll probably just have a good time listening to us trying to say Satchidananda the right way throughout an entire episode. And then for a really special 50th episode of Tune Dig, again, we are shocked and super pleased that we have ever been able to make it this far because people connect with it.
We're going to celebrate the milestone with Funkadelic's mind-blowing Maggot Brain, which it seems like all roads on this podcast have pointed back to again and again.
So might as well talk about it and kind of blow it out of the water.
We're also planning a new series devoted to our love of all things heavy music, driven by one newly released album of the week.
Kind of a flip and an inverse of what Tune Dig is, to focus on something really particular and new. So Friday Heavy from Tune Dig premieres March 4th.
And once Friday Heavy is off to the races, season 6 comes back in full force with Erykah Badu's Mama's Gun dropping Friday, March 11th. So between now and then, be sure you're following us on Twitter and Instagram so you don't miss any of the updates.
We go quiet between seasons on social sometimes, but we pick it right back up with cool stuff when we pick up a new season. If you enjoyed this podcast, tell somebody about it. Tell your favorite music friend. Leave it a review if you can, because that really does help other people discover it.
We'll see y'all soon.